I don't feel like talking about myself today, so we're going on a field trip. Oh wait, I need to pose for the thumbnail. I forget to do this every day. Posing. Okay. This is one of my favorite flowers. It is a razgi. I want to talk a little bit about the planting I've been doing and the gardening that I've been doing recently. I started gardening the past few months and it's genuinely actually changed my life. And now I'm thinking about nature and the environment and the ground very differently than I used to before, because one, I never thought of them before. But this plant is quite special because it was one of the original reasons why I started in the first place. I wanted this flower in our garden and I was like, Mommy, Daddy, do it for me. And they were like, no. And I was like, fine. It reminds me of our old house because we used to have razgi lining the doorway. And as children, we used to pick it out and give it to my mother in bowls. We would make necklaces out of it. And it's generally a lovely flower. May I direct your attention right here? This too is a razgi flower, but you could see that it's, well, I strung it up first of all. Second of all, it started out completely brown right after I planted it. These leaves were there and the whole thing turned completely brown. And it actually scared me quite a bit because I was like, no, did my plant die before it had the chance to live this young life? Why did it go? Why did it leave us so soon? And my parents told me that if I wanted to, I could take down these brown leaves, but then goes against my planting belief system, lol. Yes, I'm that pretentious. Because I read that what the plant will do is that it will reabsorb the chlorophyll in the plant so that it can grow the new leaves, and that requires less energy for it than if you just take down these brown leaves and force it to have to grow and create new chlorophyll for the plant, for the leaves. So this is actually one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen because it went from completely brown and almost dead to this beautiful, lovely thing. That is a wild razgi flower on the ground, which I'll pick up. If you know me in real life, ask me to give you one of them because they smell great. If you follow me on social media, you might have seen me post about this plantling baby girl. This is Yasmin. Look at, like, there are no leaves anywhere. And the other day, I was so surprised. I was like, what's going on? And I saw that a caterpillar actually ate the whole thing, which I actually found amazing. And I know I should have been more annoyed and been like, oh, how dare it, how dare nature. But it was so amazing. I'll try to see if I have a video and put it on the side. But like, blew my mind. Oh, and I'll also put some pictures to show you like what the difference is. Don't know if this is super interesting, but I was just like, whoa, nature. One day I'll explain exactly what I'm doing with these plants, but for now I'll just show you what they are. This one, this beautiful baby, I have no idea what it is, and every place I went to and everyone I talked to just said that it was called yellow flower climbing, and I was like, okay, that's not a scientific name, I cannot exactly Google it, but apparently it's just called yellow flower climbing. Next to it I put some razgi. And then right next to that, I put this beautiful, satisfying plant called the Jacamentia, which closes in the afternoon but is very open in the morning. And wow, look at that. You can actually see there's a little bee trying to make its way. Hello. One day, I really want... Ah, gosh darn it. Where are we? Can you see it? Can you see it? One day I really want to have a beehive, and maybe in the upcoming videos I'll show you how to make one, lol, because we ordered one from China. My household is quite extra and I have decided that I will be the one to make the beehive because I really want honey. Because imagine how cool that would be if the honey that you're eating is directly from the plants in your garden. Look at it. Nature's so cool. One day I'll show you these plants, these flowers when they're open. They're beautiful. The growth in this section is kind of where I want my plants to be. I made it so that I could have the yellow flower and the purple flower, and then white flowers are supposed to be coming up, but lol. So I made it this way specifically. Look, also another bee. What? Thanks, nature. Yas. Where'd you go? Dang it. This is not how to go viral, nature. God. Ooh. Is it there? Gosh darn it. Anyway, I specifically chose the plants so that I would have the yellow flower, the white flower, and the purple flower. And the way they are supposed to grow in my mind is that they're going to crisscross, they're going to look really nice and really beautiful. Again, one day I'll talk more about exactly what I mean, but I just wanted to show you. And it has given me such great satisfaction and great pleasure watching them grow to be like this and to become flowers. I assume this is what it's like to be a parent. Can't relate, but kind of can, because it's like I put so much effort and so much care and so much love and effort and sweat into making you what you are, and now you have literally bloomed. Like, yo, right here is what open Yasmin looks like, and these also smell great. Some girls are named Yasmin based off of the flower, and apparently some girls are also called Razgiya, but that's I don't know if I like that as a name, but maybe it's just because I haven't been exposed to it enough. But I'm really hoping that in the upcoming few months everything will look Gur 8 and Gur 9 and bloom and be beautiful. I think actually there might be some weird millennium Gulf country Khaliji trend going towards plants. Or maybe that's just my timeline on Twitter, and maybe that's just the people that I decided to follow. Because I'm actually seeing a lot of people are getting into like garden stuff, or maybe it's just a millennial thing in general. Now I don't know if it's a trend or not, but like maybe one day I'll do like a gardening tips, because maybe one person will care. And one day I also want to talk about what really got me into gardening in the first place. And I want to talk a little bit about nature. Well, you can actually see quite beautifully for this specific branch and for a few other ones, but like I'll show you on this one, is that it goes from brown to green, and it's like so nature. Do you have any beautiful relaxing hobbies? What helps you get out of yourself? And do you have anything that kind of helps you cleanse your palate of the normal everyday life and gives you energy anew to live your dreams? Okay, I think that's it. Bye.